This video is about PTE academic speaking part 1 and part 2. So today's video is going to completely change how you look at PTE academic speaking because we are not going to do the usual. Okay, we are going to understand the mechanics behind scoring because here is the truth. They don't lose marks because here is the truth. Students don't lose marks because they don't know English. They lose marks because they don't understand how the system evaluates them. So today we are focusing on two high impact tasks. Read aloud, repeat sentence. Got it? Okay. So let's first see what is this read aloud task is all about. Here you will see a short passage on the screen. You get 30 to 40 seconds to prepare, only 30 to 40 seconds, and then you must read it out aloud clearly. Sounds simple, right? That's exactly why students underestimate it. Let's go deeper into this because this is not a reading test. It is a speech production plus fluency alignment test. So this system is checking your pronunciation accuracy, oral fluency, that means the flow, rhythm, intonation patterns, stress, speech conversion ability, that means your speech stress replacement. Got it? This one has some hidden layers. Like, can your brain convert written English to spoken English smoothly? That's an important thing. Got it? And I have an advanced strategy. I call it as a phrase chunking plus breath control. Okay? So here, instead of reading word by word, break the sentence into meaning groups. I call it as a chunk. Okay? And you can speak each chunk smoothly. Example, robotic. Another word by word. No, just go with the natural phrase by phrase by understanding the meaning. And what we call it as breath control. You have to control your breathing. Never break in the middle of the meaning. And I have few pro tips for you. So don't try to sound like a native speaker because many of the students they try to do this. Do not overact with fake accent. You have to focus on clarity plus consistency. Got it? If you make a mistake, it's okay. You can just keep going and do not restart because this will kill your fluency score. Please be mindful. And slight pauses are okay, but remember, broken rhythm is not at all okay. Now, here is an example. This is the passage. Now, after saying this passage, you can try to read it by yourself. Now, I will tell you how to read this. Globalization has accelerated the exchange of goods, services, and ideas across international borders, contributing to economic growth and cultural interaction, while also raising concerns about environmental sustainability and the preservation of local identities. Now, if you have noticed, I have used chunking. Here, you're not reading words, you are delivering into meaningful units. For example, the first one, globalization has accelerated. That's your idea one. Exchange of goods, services, and ideas. That's your idea two. So this makes your speech natural, smooth, and scoreable. And when it comes to the breath control, long sentences, that means multiple clauses, right? So if you don't pause correctly, then which means you run out of breath. Here again, your fluency will break. Got it? So remember here the system is checking only consistency, clarity, and flow. The system is not checking your accent or style. Even if pronunciation is not perfect, if your flow is stable, then definitely you will get high score. Got it? Now let's move on to the second task, repeat sentence. So what is this task structure? Here, you will be hearing a sentence only once, and immediately after that, you must repeat it. So, no replay, no pause. And what does it really test? Again, not your memory. This is a processing plus reproduction test. Okay, so here the system checks for listening accuracy, short term memory, sentence structure, reproduction, and then your fluency and pronunciation. But the real test is, can your brain capture meaning fast and reproduce the structure instantly or not? So that's your real test. Now, if I want you to give some strategy for this task, so I call this as meaning group capture. You have to stop trying to remember each and every word. Instead, try to capture as an idea blocks. Example, instead of remembering 15 words, you can remember three meaningful chunks. Okay? And you have to focus more on sentence structure than individual words. Even if 100% accuracy is not possible, try to keep the flow intact and never stay silent. Please don't do that. Even partial answer is better than no answer. And of course, try to maintain natural rhythm. Don't speak too fast because sometimes it collapses. Got it? Now, let me give you the audio sentence. Listen to this carefully. The research findings suggest that early intervention strategies can significantly improve learning outcomes, particularly among students who face academic challenges in complex educational environments. Now, the real process starts here. The chunk. Step one, you have to chunk the sentence while listening, right? So the first chunk is the research findings suggest. Chunk two is that early intervention strategies. Chunk three is can significantly improve learning outcomes. Chunk four is particularly among students. Chunk 5 is who face academic challenges, and chunk 6 is in complex educational environments. And step 2, now you have to reconstruct. Got it? Don't recall word by word. So here you are not memorizing. You are building a structure. Got it? And what will happen if you miss a word? Say, for example, the research findings suggest early intervention strategies can improve learning outcomes, especially for students facing academic challenges in complex environments. Is it exact? No. But is it still high scoring? Yes, because the core meaning is intact here and the structure is preserved. Of course, your fluency is maintained. Got it? So, when it comes to read aloud, you have to control your speech production. And whereas in repeat sentence, you have to control your memory plus structure reconstruction, which is pretty important. Got it? So try to remember these strategies and apply it in your exam and get your high scores. That's all for today's video. Kindly like, share, and subscribe for more PTA academic tips. See you in the next video. Bye bye.